It is. All right, we're ready.
Good afternoon, East Hampton Town Board. We're live. You're being recorded. We're streaming on YouTube and 22. You may begin.
Great. Thank you, Matthew. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the East Hampton Town Board meeting of June 20th, 2024. Carol, if you could please read the roll call.
Councilmember Flight.
Present.
Councilmember Lease.
Present.
Councilmember Rogers.
Present.
Councilmember Calderon.
Present.
Supervisor Burke Gonzalez.
Present. If we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so tonight we have 3 public hearings, and that'll be followed by resolutions. And we have the town historian is going to be joining us later. He's right now, he's at the Amagansett Life Saving Station doing an event that goes till 6:30. And when he's done there, he's going to head this way. But we're going to start tonight's meeting with a proclamation. And it happens to be my first proclamation in Town Hall. And I'd like to invite up Tom House. Apologize, we have our backs to you, but we want the.
Are you getting picked up on the mic?
Yeah, we're getting picked. Yeah, we tested it. We're all good. Thank you. Whereas Tom House is the president and founding director of Hampton's Pride, Inc., a 501c3 public charity dedicated to promoting and preserving LGBTQ+ history and culture in the Hamptons. And whereas Tom House has demonstrated exceptional leadership in the LGBTQ+ community by creating Hampton's Pride to support the establishment of a social area and historical marker at the former location of the Swamp, the Hampton's longest-running gay bar, where he had served as a bartender for 20 years. And whereas Tom House's initiative and dedication have preserved an important part of the region's LGBTQ+ history, ensuring that the legacy of the Swamp and its significance to the community are not forgotten. And whereas Tom House's visionary efforts led to the organization of the first Hampton's Pride Parade in 2022, drawing an unprecedented number of attendees and marking an historic celebration of LGBTQ+ pride in the community. And whereas the first Hampton's Pride Parade was such a resounding success, showcasing the vibrant spirit and unity of the LGBTQ+ community and its allies, that it is now an annual event held on the first Sunday in June. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the town of East Hampton does hereby recognize, honor, and thank Tom House for his unwavering dedication to the promotion of LGBTQ+ history and pride, his visionary leadership in creating Hampton's Pride, and his significant contributions to fostering a more inclusive and celebratory community for all. Oh.
And a hug.
And a hug. Come in the center.
Thank you.
I'm gonna hug you next.
Excellent.
We got cameras over here too.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. Thank you.
Would you like
Sure.
to say a few words?
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Jason, can you start the Zoom button?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kathy and the board. It's my honor to be your first proclamation. I want to thank the people that helped me do it. To start a 501c3, you have to have 3 directors, and the other director is here, Rob Stewart, who is the Secretary of Hampton's Pride, and Robin Guianas, my colleague at Bridgehampton School, the other one. We have our beloved committee members here that we wouldn't get very far without. The DeAndreas are here, Fred Doss, John Gicking. So thank you all. I'm so happy that you mentioned the establishment of the social area, and we're working on that very hard, and we'll be bringing that to you as soon as possible. And that's our first promise. So that's what we want to make good on. And once that's there and people are enjoying that and celebrating that, I think the first chapter of our history will be finished. And thank you so much for mentioning the parade. The third annual, it's been growing every year. And also want to thank the village for their role in that as well. Jerry Larson, the mayor, it was originally his idea. He came to me when we were just months old. Would you like to organize a parade? And we just gasped and said yes. And both the village and the town, you've been behind us right from the beginning. So really, thank you so much for, however far we've gotten and I've gotten in recognizing and honoring LGBTQ plus people. It's because you've been right behind us. So thank you so much.
Do you want to plug the two events you have coming up this summer?
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. We do, yeah. The parade is, it's finished. That's the first Saturday. It was June 1st. But we have our one fundraiser of the year. That's at Longhouse. It's at the end of this month on June 30th. And that's the third annual as well. And then we have our Tea on the Green, which is celebrating in the space, right on the footprint of the swamp. And that will be August 24th. So those to come. We were just speaking about this with at the Presbyterian Church. We're going to co-sponsor an event for World AIDS Day on December 1st. And that's going to be a free service that we're doing. We're going to display the quilts in the nave of the church and have some historical background available for people as well. So heading into the fall with special programming. So anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, Carol, if you'd like to read the first public hearing notice, please.
Public hearings will be held live and in person by the town board and will be available electronically by video and teleconferencing and will be televised on local TV channel 22 and available for live stream on the LTV website. The public shall be permitted to appear in person but may also provide comments on the matter by calling 351-888-6331. Any person or party wishing to be heard with respect to the foregoing may do so in person, by agent, by attorney, or by teleconference to the live meeting, or by written comment addressed to the East Hampton Town Clerk, 159 Panago Road, East Hampton. Comments may also be submitted to the town clerk by email to cbrennan@ehamptonny.gov. All comments must be received by the town clerk by the date and time of the public hearing. Please check the meeting agenda posted on the town's website for any changes and for updated information. Take notice that the town board of the town of East Hampton will hold a public hearing in the town board meeting room, 159 Panago Road, East Hampton, pursuant to section 247 of the general municipal law and section 64E8 of the town law of the state of New York on June 20th at 6 p.m. or as soon thereafter as this matter may be heard, to consider the following: the town's acquisition for the preservation of open space with community preservation funds of a property located at 327 Fairview Avenue, Montauk, reputedly owned by O'Connell Family Irrevocable Asset Management Trust, and consisting of approximately 0.5 acres of land, vacant land, at a cost to the town of East Hampton not to exceed $300,000 plus reasonable survey, title, prorated tax, and recording charges, said property being described on the Suffolk County tax map as 319,920, an amendment to the 2024 CPF Management and Stewardship Plan to include said property.
Thank you, Carol. Scott, did you have?
Sure, I have a few words. I'd also love to share the aerial, but the Zoom has not started. Can we do it without the aerial, or? I can't share my screen here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to do without
Okay,
that.
all right. Okay, well, first I would have said this is the property outlined in blue, but you can't see it. I'm so sorry. It's 327 Fairview Avenue. It's a half an acre lot. It contains extensive and diverse freshwater wetlands that flow toward Lake Montauk, which is, as you know, a troubled water body. As you can see by the aerial that you can't see, we have made significant progress in preserving upland and wetland properties in this watershed, dozens and dozens right around this lot. It's directly contiguous to other green space. Imagine it if you can. This actually was part of the Lake Montauk outreach, which we've had tremendous success with, started in 2014 and still ongoing. I still get calls regarding a letter. Preservation of this lot in conjunction with other contiguous preserved lands will help ensure these parcels stay in their natural state to continue to attenuate floodwaters and remove non-point pollutants and sediment before entering the lake. Both the Planning Department and CPF Advisory Board strongly rated this property for preservation, and for these reasons, I would ask the town board to pass a resolution to acquire.
Great, thank you. Matthew, is there anyone on the phone that would like to address the board on this public hearing?
We do have one caller on the line. I'll unmute him now.
Hello, I'm waiting to speak to your public comments. Hi, this is Marty Drew, but I would support that effort, so that would be my comments for that. But thank you. I'm still waiting for a public comment.
All right, thank you. And we have no other callers.
Motion to close?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Carol, if you could read the second hearing notice, please.
Please take notice that pursuant to Section 247 of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York and the provisions of the East Hampton Town Code, the Town Board of the Town of East Hampton will hold a public hearing in the Town Hall Meeting Room, 159 Panago Road, East Hampton, on Thursday, June 20th at 6 p.m. or as soon thereafter as this matter may be heard concerning the filing grant of scenic and conservation easement to the Town of East Hampton. The grantor is Peter Joyce. It's a scenic and conservation dated April 2nd at 10 Falls Street, Montauk, Suffolk County Tax Map 32858, and the reviewing agency is the ZBA.
Thank you. Matthew, is there anyone on the line other than Mr. Drew?
No, we have no other callers.
Motion to close?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Carol, if you'd please read the third meeting notice.
Notice is hereby given that the Town Board of the Town of East Hampton will hold a public hearing at Town Hall, 159 Panago Road, East Hampton, on Thursday, June 20th at 6 p.m. or as soon thereafter as this matter may be heard to consider comments of all persons regarding the amendment to Chapter 167, littering and dump control of the Town Code of the Town of East Hampton, an abstract of which follows. A local law amending Chapter 167, littering and dump control, to replace the word "or" with "and" in subsection C of section 167-2. The full text of the local law is available for inspection in the office of the town clerk, 159 Panago Road, East Hampton, during regular business hours.
Thank you, Carol. Matthew, is there anyone other than Mr. Drew on the line?
Yes, we have another call on the line. I'll mute them now.
Perfect, thank you.
Go ahead, caller. Number ending in 4221. You're live.
Thank you, LTV. Good evening, Town Board. This is Jane Mearing in Amagansett. I'm speaking related to this public hearing as an individual citizen, and I'm also speaking as an individual member of the town's Litter Action Committee, but I'm not speaking on behalf of the entire committee. First quick point, I support the change proposed to the Town Code 167-2. Deputy Supervisor Rogers, as you are aware, the change was something that we on the Litter Action Committee had identified as a needed revision, so thank you to the town for taking that on. As a self-proclaimed zoning nerd, it's really nice when a change of just one word can make an important difference. Point two, having the code clarified is important. However, monitoring and enforcement of uncovered loads is essential to make this stick. I am so aware of the strain on town police and code enforcement resources, but anything that can be done to step up any additional monitoring enforcement regarding violations related to uncovered loads would be needed and much appreciated. Point 3, in addition, educating the community and trades regarding the rule is important, and hopefully the town can enhance that messaging, and I, as a member of the Litter Action Committee, look forward to helping to build that awareness with respect to that effort. And then final point 4, I actually wanted to flag a different but related code section that I believe is needed to be reviewed and perhaps adjusted. In addition to the covered and securing of truckloads on the move, on properties and residential construction sites, construction dumpsters or dumpsters related to renovations and are very often remain uncovered, and they're a profound source of litter all across our neighborhoods and local streets. As I understand it, ordinance officers rely on ordinance not in 167, but they rely on 204-23, which is in the article related to recycling. So I'd like to ask quickly if the town might look to do a review of that particular code, see if it's sufficient to address the issue of uncovered construction dumpsters, make it clear that they must be covered and secured any time outside of hours of work or when unattended. And perhaps even maybe that language or that code could be or should be consolidated into 167. And I just always want to say, shout out as always, I want to thank Kevin Cooper and the town, his team of ordinance officers for always being responsive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jane. Matthew, is there anyone else on the line that wants to talk to this public hearing?
No, we have no other callers.
Motion to close.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so now we can move on to public portion. So if you'd like to put Mr. Drew through, please.
Sure.
Thank you. And you could put,
Hello, everyone. Hi, this is Marty Drew, Springs, and Rincon, Puerto Rico. How are you folks?
very well, Mark.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to, first of all, thank Mr. Piedmont for speaking to my mom the other day about the continuing issues of concern for us at Maidstone Acres. So, Mr. Piedmont, thanks for speaking to that with my mom. I guess she contacted him about, road safety issues were brought up at our CAC. So what a great topic to lead into the Maidstone Acres issue where we have road safety issues there. I just want to remind everyone that last year in July we had a 4-car accident there because the parking situations make the road very narrow and hard to pass for the pedestrians and other vehicles and the like. So I guess we wanted you to continue addressing that. And then I just want to remind all you folks, I just sent you, Miss Burke-Gonzalez, and Mr. Piedmont and your attorney some information about the conditions of the approval, which apparently the approval hasn't followed up on all the expectations therein. So it says at the bottom that if they hadn't complied with this in 6 months, that all those conditions of approvals would be null and void, basically, or of no effect. So that was July 2023. So I'm just thinking we're coming up on July 2024. So they had 6 months to take care of all that stuff, and apparently the due diligence my mother put in, they haven't done any of it. They haven't asked for the license for the areas that are encroaching on town easements. There was other conditions about, storage, outside storage and those sorts of things. So I sent you 2 photos inside that email, so I was hoping you folks could look at it and realize that these guys are just continuing on and violating all the expectations of any lawful expectations down there. So we just want to remind you folks that they're also, the patrons are using the Maidstone Park Beach for a parking lot, let's say. So between the illegal lot that was created across the street at number 25 Maidstone Park Road, which is some type of a perpendicular parking lot created against New York State traffic law, and also now they're using the park to do their parking. And let's just be fair that I guess my family's monitoring down there, and it doesn't seem that much ticketing is going on. Officers show up, they patrol through the area, and then they vacate the area. So we just want to make sure that you folks are aware of this stuff, and they're in non-compliance of the expectations of their approval. So we're asking, why are they still open and in business in this moment? And then we're going to ask you folks, what are you going to do about it? And if you could comment, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. Matthew, is there anyone else that would like to address the board?
No, we have no more callers at this
I
time.
guess we're not going to get a comment, huh? Guess we're not going to get a comment back out of you, huh?
Martin, this is public comment. We can certainly follow up after the meeting, but the purpose of this right now is to hear from the community.
Yeah, we always hear that. That's great and all, but we want to hear from you guys as well. So we want you guys to put your comments to record. So it's only fair in life that you want to hear from us. We also want to hear from you in reply. So if you can consider that in your future meetings, we'd expect some input on what's going on here. It's been 3 years. They got 30 outstanding violations down there. Nothing's been adjudicated. And here we are, just made serious valid points for you. And I'd like to know what you're going to do about it. So if you can't speak to me tonight, please send me an email and reply then. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day.
Thank you. You as well. Matthew, one last time. Is there anyone else on the line?
We have 0 callers at this time.
All right. Well, our town historian just showed up.
You ready?
We're ready for you, Hugh.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me.
Welcome.
Wait.
Thank you for having a doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, you know where I was. I was at the Amagansett Library. David Cataletto was giving a talk about the life-saving service and the life-saving station. You will be hiring him when I'm gone and paying him to be the new town historian.
We'll pay him what we pay you.
Also, I attended the Juneteenth celebration up at Herrick Park. It was wonderful. They have a lot of people. They had a wonderful program. And of course, on Saturday, June 15th, we had the Nazi Saboteur Landing ceremony again this year. Jeannie Henderson put together a film. There was a movie in 1943 called They Came to Blow Up America, starring George Sanders. It was terrible, but there was a part in it that had them landing in Amagansett. So she took that, married it to the reenactment that we did, and then she found the Carl Jeanette interview, a movie of it, not just the words. And he dispelled so many notions that we thought. And the biggest one was, how come they didn't go to the train station to go after, to look for the saboteurs? One, they didn't have a car. But the biggest one, we never realized this, the submarine was still off the coast. And they heard it. They thought there was going to be an invasion. So that's why they stayed on the beach. So that interview was just wonderful. All right, I'm going to talk to you about Kathy Tucker. Kathy Tucker, who first shined a historian's light on the Eastville neighborhood of Sag Harbor and later found the Eastville Community Historical Society. She died on April 2nd, and there was an obituary in the East Hampton Press, and I'm going to read it to you. Laura Tucker said her mother's interest in local history was piqued when she noticed that the building constructed in 1840 was in a state of disrepair and was not included in the village historic district. That's St. David's AME Zion Church, the oldest church building in the town of East Hampton. Remember, Eastville is in the town of East Hampton. What's the next oldest church? The 1852 St. Matthew's Chapel, still standing down in off of 3 Mile Harbor. Okay, enough of that now. She began to research the names of families from the area and soon learned that the neighborhood had its own diverse history where working class African Americans, Native Americans, and whites lived side by side. She was one of the founders of the Eastville Historical Society and was prominent in saving the AME Zion Church. And then she became the historian of the Eastville Historical Society. So I thought we should mention her. And then after she retired from that in 1984, she volunteered at the Bridgehampton Child Care and Recreational Center, serving on its board and for a time as executive director. So that's Kathy Tucker. That's all I got. Thank you for saving some time for me. Okay? See you next time.
Thank you, Hugh. Okay, so we're up to resolutions.
Thank
Tom, you want to start us off?
Yeah, this one has an amendment, just to advise people. This is Resolution 2024-805. Be it resolved that claims on warrant number 6B in the amount of $11,490,310.86 were audited and by the town, and the supervisor directs to pay the same. And claims on utility warrant 6B in the amount of $64,745.99 were audited by the town board, and the supervisor directed to pay the same. And this is the amendment here. Further resolved, the claim on special warrant SWK-ABBAZ in the amount of $14,806 was ordered by the town board, and supervisors hereby direct to pay the same.
Second as amended.
All in favor?
Aye.
806 is to renew agreement with Questica for 2024. Resolved that Questica could be paid the sum of $20,452.90 for services from the term of August 31st, 2024 through August 30th, 2025, with $16,362.32 to be paid from budget account A168054623 and $4,090.58 to be paid from budget account B168054623. Be it resolved that Questica may provide other customization or support services in addition to those outlined in this agreement at the following rates: data conversion, custom services, and business consultation at $250 an hour.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
2024-807 is a note to bidders for the supply and delivery of food service and kitchenware items for July 2024. The bid is available as of today, June 20th, 24, and it's due back by July 11th, 2024 at 3 p.m. For those parties interested, you can contact the purchasing department at purchasing@ehamptonny.gov or call 631-324-4183.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
808 is additional notice to bidders. This is for roll-off containers for the sanitation specifications are available as of today, as of June 27th, 24, and bids are due July 18th, 2024. Again, interested parties can call the purchasing department 631-324-4183.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
809 is also for a bid purchase. This is for commercial kitchen equipment, the Montauk Playhouse. Bids are available as of June 27th, 24, and are due July 18th, 2024 at 3 p.m. Again, interested parties may call 631-324-4183.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
2024-810 is to waive recycling center fees for the Montauk Community Church, and this will be effective June 21st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
811 is to authorize attendance in Aging Concerns Conference to be taking place June 25th and 26th at a cost of $145.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
812 is to amend Resolution 2024-653. This is to change the name on the check to Linda Ballstrom, who is the survivor of Donald Ballstrom.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I enthusiastically would like to offer Resolution 2024-813. This is a scheduled public hearing for a real property acquisition and amended 2024 Management and Stewardship Plan. The purported ownership is Virginia Campbell and Patricia Cusia. Location is 15 Crandall Street, Springs, Suffolk County Tax Map 300-58-9-2. The purported purchase price is $500,000. Whereas the purpose of said acquisition is establishments, parks, nature preserves, or recreational areas. I need to make an amendment here. On this amendment, I would like to, the amendment is that the notice of public hearing shall go into the June 27th edition of the Star, and the public hearing will be held on July 18th, 2024 at 6 p.m.
Second, as amended.
All in favor?
Aye. 814 is appoint part-time laborers in the Highway Department. Ronald Quintero, Lee Sullivan, and Zachary Dam, effective June 24th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. 815 is appoint part-time heavy equipment operator in the Highway Department, Richard Smith, retroactive to June 17th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. 816 is appoint seasonal lifeguards for June 2024, effective June 21st through September 16th, 2024. Names, positions, pay rates below.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. 817 is appoint seasonal employees in the recreational department, effective June 21st, 2024. Names, positions, pay rates listed below.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
818 is a title change for lifeguards, May 2024. And these are positions, two positions, titles of lifeguards, and the dates of the retroactive listings listed below.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. 819 is amendment to the hourly rates for lifeguards for June 2024, effective retroactive to June 16, 2024. The titles and the new hourly rates listed below.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
820 is to terminate part-time highway employees in the highway department names, positions, and dates of termination listed below.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
821 is approved CDL license training and authorized employee attendance. This is part of the town's initiative for the town's highway department for commercial driver's license training. The name is for Zachary Wolbar. He is going to go to Victor CDL Services. Total cost is not to be higher than $3,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
822 is water quality for the RFA grant extensions from round one for 2023 awards. We're going to be extending these they were granted via resolution on June 6, 2023, via resolution 2023-848. The projects are project sponsored. The first one was East Hampton Historical Society for wastewater treatment improvement. The next one was for Cornell Cooperative Extension for project type as a non-point source pollution abatement. Third one is a project sponsored for Cornell Cooperative Extension for a non-point source pollution abatement. And the fourth one is for the New York State Center for Clean Water Technology. This is for a wastewater treatment improvement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
823 is also authorize a CPF water quality contribution to PEP, the Peconic Estuary Partnership, for 2024 in the amount of $265,825.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
824 is a budget modification for the Highway Department where we're bringing $12,400 from full-time salaries to $4,000 for drainage maintenance and $8,400 for motor vehicle repairs.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. 825 is a budget modification in aquaculture to comply with updating New York State DEC's regulations relating to bird deterrents. We're bringing $2,400 for full-time salaries to $2,400 for building and maintenance supplies.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
826 is the retain L.K. McLean Associates for professional engineering services for the Highway Department's garage roof replacement, where L.K. McLean Associates submitted a proposal dated June 6, 2024 to provide design for a lump sum of $44,890 in construction support in the amount of $49,850. The total cost for these actions are not to exceed $94,830.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
827 is auction surplus equipment in the Highway Department. The Highway Department has certain surplus equipment that does not suit the needs of the town. The town does not anticipate a need for such equipment in the foreseeable future. The town wishes to enter into agreement to use Auctions International to provide the online auction services.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I have Resolution 828, which is a payout upon resignation from Melanie Warren. This is whereas Melanie Warren has resigned her full-time position as an environmental technician with the Natural Resources Department effective May 23rd, 2024, and audited time record indicate that she has an accrued vacation time balance of 0.50 hours and an accrued compensatory time balance of 0.75 hours. Therefore, be it resolved that the gross total payout to Melanie Warren as a final payout is $507.43.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 829 is to increase scheduled weekly hours for a full-time employee in the Natural Resources Department. And this is whereas Mark Abramson is the Assistant Environmental Protection Director in the Natural Resources Department, and he is currently scheduled for a 35-hour work week. And whereas the Town of East Hampton's CSEA Schedule A lists the title of Assistant Environmental Protection with 30, 35, or 40-hour work weeks as full-time schedule, be it resolved that Mark Abramson's weekly work schedule will increase to 40 hours per week and an hourly hourly rate of $54.04, which is $112,407.22 annually. This is effective retroactive to June 17th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Next is Resolution 830, and this is to solicit comments on draft renewable energy roadmap plan. This is whereas the town of East Hampton is the leading community in New York and nationwide in its commitment to a cleaner and more sustainable energy portfolio, whereas the town's journey to a fully renewable energy portfolio began with the adoption of comprehensive energy vision, followed by Resolution 2014 to meet 100% of the annual community-wide electricity consumption with renewable energies by 2020, and 100% of annual community-wide energy consumption with renewable energies by 2030. The town has received recognition for its efforts through designation as a climate-smart community, clean energy community by New York State, whereas building on the town's accomplishments, the Comprehensive Renewable Energy Roadmap Plan develops pathways and strategies to achieve the town's 100% renewable energy goal by 2030, whereas the Renewable Energy Roadmap provides a strategic roadmap through renewable energy and energy-efficient actions with a consideration for other social, economic, and environmental benefits, whereas the town board is soliciting comments in regard to the proposed Renewable Energy Roadmap with the goal of adopting the same into the town's comprehensive plan once in final form. Resolved that the town board shall hold a public hearing on July 18th at 6 p.m. or soon thereafter to consider the proposal draft renewable energy roadmap plan.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This is Resolution 831, and this is to community partner on climate hazard modeling project authorizing participation in an NSF grant application partnership at no cost to the town of East Hampton. This is whereas Northeastern University and Clarkson University are making application to the National Science Foundation confronting hazards, impacts, and risks for a resilient planet funding opportunity to conduct localized hazard modeling scenarios and develop mitigation solutions. Whereas the applicant approached the town of East Hampton through our recognized climate action efforts and designation as a climate smart community to be a partner in the project at no cost to the town. Whereas the town of East Hampton wishes to use the best available science and data to inform and guide planning projects, policies, and initiatives, be it resolved that the town of East Hampton is authorized to be a local community partner in the NSF CHIRP application, and the Grants Division is authorized to submit required forms and documentation to support the application and the role of East Hampton on the project.
Second.
I'd like to move for discussion on that one. Thank you. I attended a modeling example of this yesterday. It was a scenario they put together for Florida with the hurricane coming in. And there are two things that really stood out for me on this. One is the organizations doing this already, and both major corporations, municipalities, hospitals, etc. But two, what it really allows you to highlight both upstream and downstream for a continuum of operations. I think it's something that, as we look to continue emergency preparedness planning, will be immensely useful to the town.
And what's special about this particular grant and this study is that while we rely on the larger regional modeling, they're looking to be able to develop the modeling down to the specific neighborhoods. So this will bring it from the 30,000-foot view to right there in your own neighborhood. And that's why this in particular project is, I think, worthy of our participation at no cost.
And is it possible that we could put this on for a work session topic? And
Sure.
I think that would be helpful if board members knew more about it, as well as the community that we're applying for this.
I have a
So we
second.
had a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Next, I have 832, which is to amend Resolution 2024-578, which is approval of various special events. And the Resolution 2024-578 was adopted on 5/2/2024, and it changed the special event permit information for Michael Poli. East Dem Cert LLC is necessary. And the Special Events Committee reviewed the application submitted by East End Surf LLC and has approved granting the permit under the specific conditions listed listed below, and resolved that the town board hereby approves East End Surf Club LLC a special event permit for surf instruction and camp as per the conditions delineated on the seasonal special events permit. And I would just like to point out that the surf instruction is from May 20th through October 31st, 2024. They can operate from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, with the exception of June 26th to September 2nd, 2024. And the surf instruction will then be at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. during those times, because the camp will be operating from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., Monday through Friday only. So the change is that there's still only one operation happening at a time.
So
Second?
discussion, but the resolved at the bottom of the page says that they could have up to 31. So that.
So yeah, that
actually-
should be amended to 21.
Okay.
Second as amended?
21.
21, correct.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye. Next resolution is 833, and this is to amend Resolution 24-790, whereas Chapter 151 Special Event Permit sets forth certain fees that are required for processing a permit. Resolution 2024-790 had the incorrect information listed for the name and address of the individual requesting a refund. So resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized to issue a refund check in the amount specified to the individual set forth below, Montauk Shores Condominium, 100 DeForest Road, Montauk, for $250.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 834 is approval of various special events for June 2024. The first is for Gurney's for the East Hampton High School banquet, which will take place at Gurney's on Tuesday, 6/25, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Next is Surf Lodge for the Gene Co fundraiser at Surf Lodge. That's 183 Edgemere Street, Montauk. That's Saturday, June 29th, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Setup is Tuesday, 6/25. Takedown is Tuesday, 7/9. And the next one is for Surf Lodge Gene Co fundraiser at Surf Lodge, Saturday, July 6th, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Setup is Tuesday, 6/25. Takedown is Tuesday, 7/9.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Supervisor, I apologize for interrupting. On 832, just where we made that amendment to 21 from 31, I believe we might have made an error there because there might be two operations running. If you look at the first surf instruction, it goes from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for
And then
some
the
days.
exceptions are below that.
Right.
So the camp can operate from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily,
The surf instruction.
the surf instruction, but from June 26th to September 2nd, 2024, they can only operate from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then as they get later in the season, they can operate again from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So 9 to 3 is the general time that they can operate, and then listed below are the exceptions.
Thank you.
Amendment 835. This is a notice of a public hearing for first-time homebuyers assistance for Lee Grimes. This is to use money from the Community Housing Fund to provide down payment assistance in the amount of $30,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Resolution 836, this is notice of a public hearing to provide her first-time homebuyers assistance to Melissa Anderson. Again, the funds from the Community Housing Funds will be used to provide down payment assistance in the amount of $30,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We should mention the public hearing is on July 18th.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, both of those, the date for the public hearing is July 18th. I apologize. Resolution 837, this is to declare lead agency to amend Chapter 255 of the Town Code to permit 12 units per acre of maximum density for senior housing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 838, this is to repurchase a home from affordable housing at 20 Dorset Road in East Hampton, and the total town expenditure is $819,650.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 839, this is to amend Chapter 255 zoning and Chapter 199 rental registry. This is so that terminology used for various forms of housing conforms to previously adopted resolutions in the town code.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Think.
Okay, Resolution 2024-840 is to schedule a public hearing, release of highway right-of-way. The town of East Hampton is the owner of a highway right-of-way in Amagansett known as Bluff Road. And whereas said highway right-of-way varies in width but is generally approximately 99 feet wide, certain encroachments into the right-of-way exist at the premises located at 22 Bluff Road and 630 Montauk Highway. These said improvements have been existing on such premises since on or before 1917. The property owner has made application to the town for a release of the highway right-of-way within the bounds of the aforementioned property. So we have a public hearing scheduled for Thursday, July 18th, 2024 at 6 p.m.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
841 is to accept additional funds for the Wainscott Commercial Center 2024. The town board entered into an agreement for the payment of certain expenses of the town of East Hampton Planning Board in connection with their review of the Wainscott Commercial Center subdivision, and the applicant provided funds to the town for such purposes. The agreement provides for the applicant to replenish the funds when the balance reaches a certain level. The town board hereby accepts Wainscott Commercial Center LLC's check in the amount of $25,000 for payments to pay professional fees associated with the review of the environmental impact statement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
842 is a reimbursement for food for 3 Mile Harbor fireworks for 2024. And this is for various law enforcement and public safety workers. The financial impact is $900.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
843 is a notice to bidders EH24020. It's the supply and delivery of auto parts for 2024. The bid is available June 20th and due back July 11th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
844 is a notice to bidder for HVAC repairs, service, and installation for communications towers. It's bid EH24-024. The bid's available June 27th and due back July 18th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
845 is to reject RFP EH 2024-104, Town of East Hampton Employees Benefits Program.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
846 is an RFP EH 2024-108. It's for the Town of East Hampton Employee Medical Benefits Program reproposal. This is available June 20th and due back July 18th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
847 is to accept the proposal for professional engineering services for police headquarters HVAC improvements from Nelson and Pope Engineering, Architecture, and Land Surveying, PLLC. And the financial impact here is $83,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
848 is to authorize payment for 2023 FedEx invoices. There were 2 invoices, one totals $13.47, and the other $12.10.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
849 is to authorize the supervisor to execute a waiver and consent for the estate of Eileen Bach. Eileen Bach passed away on October 8th, 2018, with the last will and testament that bequeathed 25% of her residuary estate to the Montauk Playhouse Senior Citizens Nutrition Center. And whereas the town has been asked to execute a waiver and consent to appoint the public administrator, the supervisor is now authorized to execute any and all necessary documents. And may I say, I was the liaison to Human Services when Eileen was the director of that program. And it doesn't surprise me. She was generous in life, and now she's generous now that she has passed. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
850 is to increase the cap for the law office of Vincent Toomey PBA matters for 2024. We're increasing an increase in funding is required. It should be capped at $25,000, constituting a total of $75,000. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Tom.
851 is to list appointment for provisional for Christina Schultz. Be it resolved that Christina Schultz is hereby appointed from the above list to the position of Senior Citizen Bus Service Supervisor. This is retroactive to June 10th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Resolution 852, this is to approve expenditure for survey of 20 Dorset Road in the amount of $1,400.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
853 is to appoint Harbor Master 1 to Marine Patrol Drew Smith. Drew Smith, a part-time Harbor Master 1, has the required qualifications for the position, and he is now appointed to the full-time position of Harbor Master 1 in Marine Patrol at an annual salary of $70,509.71 for a 40-hour work week effective June 30th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
854 is to approve extension of appointment for part-time Assistant Town Attorney. John Chilnicki's 2024 appointment to part-time Assistant Town Attorney on Resolution 2024-104 will be extended and will now continue from July 1 through December 31st with no change in hourly rate or budget accounts.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
855 is to retain John C. Armitano Esquire in the law firm of Farrell Fritz in the matter of 117 BBA LLC versus the Town of East Hampton et al. And this is in an amount not to exceed $10,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 856 is to authorize an execution of bill of sale for the cell tower at 411 Wainscott Northwest Road. The town is the owner of the property at 411 Wainscott Northwest Road, Wainscott. By Resolution 2020-534, the town authorized a lease with Verizon for a portion of the property in order for Verizon to construct a new cell tower on the property. Pursuant to the terms of the lease, ownership of the new tower shall transfer to the town upon the issuance of certificate of occupancy for the new tower. A certificate of occupancy has been issued, and Verizon has presented the town with a bill of sale to transfer the ownership of the cell tower, and said bill of sale is acceptable form to the town attorney's office.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
857 is to authorize execution of a bill of sale for a cell tower at 106 Stephen Hans Path. The same circumstances apply, and now the supervisor is authorized to execute a bill of sale to accept the transfer of ownership of the cell tower at 106 Stephen Hans Path from Verizon to the town of East Hampton.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Happy summer, everyone.
Yes. Happy summer solstice.
Anybody need any announcements or any other business they need to bring up?
No.
All right, beautiful. All right, so do I have a motion to close?
Motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Matthew, for tonight's meeting.